Hi everyone, hope you're all doing great. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel NestArtfully. Here I talk about everything that goes into making a house your home. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you know I love styling a space with fresh flowers and I pretty much use them in every video of mine. So in this video, I thought how about I show how you can create a beautiful floral arrangement for your home, be it for the living room or for the dining table or for any nook in your home to make it more vibrant and lively. So in this video, we are going to look at styling different types of containers as well as using different varieties of florals and looking at how to achieve different looks, be it a bold, colorful, tropical look or a very delicate, romantic pastel look. Before I really get into the floral arrangements itself, I wanted to briefly touch upon few basic tips and tricks when you bring fresh flowers home to ensure that they live for as long as they can in the best way they can. Always buy the freshest flowers possible, ideally in buds or half bloom. Place them in water as soon as you come home. Cut the stems at an angle for the required height, but do not cut too close to the flower. Remove any leaf on the stem that goes below the waterline as they will decay. You can add 3 tablespoons of sugar and 2 tablespoons of white vinegar per liter of water to keep your flowers fresh for longer. Change or replace the water every 2 to 3 days. You can add food color to water to dye certain flowers in a desired hue. This first style is useful for anyone who doesn't love the ways that they already may have at home. You can still go about the DIY way, and I've chosen to do that with these 3 bottles that I have. One is a beverage bottle, one a wine bottle, and one an olive oil bottle. So I've decided to DIY them into some lovely vases that can hold some of my flowers. Another interesting point to note with such bottles is that the opening is extremely narrow, which limits the number of flowers I can place within an individual bottle. I've already filled water into these bottles because, as I mentioned, the opening is so narrow, I don't want to do that last. Now I have chrysanthemums for this in 3 varying heights to keep with the whole concept where we have the bottles in varying heights. So the tallest one obviously goes into the tallest bottle, and then the next tallest, and then the last. We have this, and it's just a look where the colors are on the darker and moodier and slightly more dramatic side. Now it's always nice to add a little bit of greenery, so it adds a lot of texture, and of course it can kind of make things pop a little more because in this setup now everything is on the darker side. So because this is a single flower placement and also because of the narrow opening, I'm not going heavy handed with the foliage, just adding some delicate stalks. For the next one, I'm going with a very typical vase. This I purchased from IKEA. It has a very wide mouth, so it's going to be able to hold more. I decided to go with a layered look. For this arrangement, we're going to look at mixing up different types of flowers in different colors, but within the same color family. So for this next one, I'm going to be exploring my love for gorgeous tropical floral arrangements. I'm going to be trying to do up this floral vase. In fact, I didn't have one and I had to borrow this from a friend. And I also got lucky enough to find these gorgeous red ginger floral stalks at the local market. So there are 10 in this bunch, and I want to create a linear floral arrangement. So each of the buds or the flower itself is only this big, but I want to create a visual illusion of it being one long flower. So for that, I'm just going to cut the stalks at varying lengths and then just bunch them together with rubber bands and then put them in. With vases, in case you have one which is actually for dry grass and dry flowers, like this one has a hole at the bottom, so I can't put the fresh flowers in water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Ziploc bag. Now I'm going to pour water into the Ziploc bag and then place the flowers in this and then just send it in, squeeze it in. So far all the arrangements have been rather bright and bold, so now I'm looking at something whimsical. Now for the base or the container itself, I'm looking at this teapot. And they have a wide mouth which makes floral arrangements quite easy to do in them. So I've already filled it with water, and because again of the wide mouth, I'll want to place florals that have a certain density to them, like a whole bunch, so that it doesn't look poorly designed. So for this I've got, you can do it with roses, you can do it with several flowers, but I've got the Dianthus barbatus in pink. It's so gorgeous and I got this whole bunch. So I'm going to now just cut it to height because obviously it's much taller than the teapot. So I'm just going to cut it, of course remove all the leaves that are going to go below the mouth line, so that in case I have too much water, I still don't have leaves decaying in them. And that's about it. Because this comes with its own foliage as well, the flowers are very delicate, so you have a lot of greenery and you have the floral, so you don't really need to add or layer it with anything else. For this next one, I'm going to be using a very delicate vase from IKEA once again. So it's got a very small opening and I want to keep things very limited and minimal here. So there are a couple of ways to style something like this. One is you can go for a large flower and just a single stalk of that with some green foliage like pennycress. Or you can go for a more delicate flower, or you can also go for a bunch of delicate flowers such as this Sweet William or Dianthus barbatus. For this next one, I'm going to say cheers to using some unique items you already have at home for floral arrangements. This is a beer mug and I've previously used it to hold money plant, and it's faceted, which means I want to keep things very simple with this one. In fact, I tried various arrangements and I wasn't happy with several of them. It looks nice when you have something minimal and delicate in this, and for that I've chosen these very cute flowers. They are aster and they are great fillers, but in this case I'm just going to use it as the sole flower, of course with some eucalyptus leaves. For this one, I've taken this particular DIY vase. So it's basically a bottle that I've covered with chopsticks. You can see how I did this in a previous DIY video of mine. I'll give the link in the description box. And now I'm going to create a bouquet sort of setup with some very common flowers such as the gerbera. Now this is available in a variety of colors. My favorite colors being this particular shade of pink and a rich shade of orange. So now I'm going to create a layered look because that's how bouquets are typically. They have layers of different types of flowers in different colors and with some amount of green foliage. Now I have picked a color family here which is pinks and purples. So I'm going to start with this gerbera, which I've cut to size into 3 different varying height forms. So I'll be putting in the 3 gerberas first. Now for fillers, I'm going to use once again what I used in the previous look. This flower is the aster flower and it has a lot of dense green foliage as well. So I'm going to go with that behind the main flower, which is the gerbera. I'm going to go for one more, which is the sea lavender or status. Now this is in a darker shade of purple here. So now all the flowers are in place and I'm just going to be placing these stalks of pennycress to add a little more foliage and density to the setup. So for this next one, I'm going to be using this watering can that I got from IKEA. It's got a beautiful design and a very minimal, sleek look. In terms of the flower arrangement itself, I wanted to have this look that I went into the garden and brought in some random flower pickings. So it's going to have a mixture of several flowers that we've used in the various arrangements so far, and I'm not overthinking the color combination or any such. It's just going to have a rustic look put together, a watering can bursting forth with blooms. I think overall this has a very summery, happy vibe. With this next one, I wanted to show that floral arrangements can even be made with containers that are pretty short. So this is actually a planter. It's got a nice muted gold finish and I thought it'll give a nice farmhouse or a cottage sort of vibe. So I decided to pair some flowers that I've used in previous arrangements, namely the yellow and the orange chrysanthemums, along with some foliage, which is the eucalyptus leaf and the pennycress. So I think this is a setup that will look very nice as a centerpiece either on the dining table or even the coffee table, and it can be mixed with certain elements in our daily life such as a fruit platter, and it'll give a very nice happy vibe. For the final floral arrangement, I'm looking at one of my favorite flowers of all time, baby's breath. I find this extremely versatile because it can be used as a filler as it is used in bouquets, and it can also be used as a standalone arrangement, which I do for several of my videos because I just find it has a dense yet very delicate look. It can be paired with a lot of other flowers, be of brighter shades or pastel shades. So I'm going to look at one arrangement here of a DIY vase that we have, and I'm going to show you how you can put just baby's breath together with especially containers that are white in color and have a very structural and stylized look. And that's a wrap for this video. I truly hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it's inspired you enough to give some floral arrangements in your own home a try with fresh flowers. If you like this video, please consider liking, sharing and subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.